everyone, to another episode of Inoculant Gaming. We are once again back with some D&D, and joined by friendly neighborhood Wookiee as per always.
As per always.
I mean,
Almost.
pretty much
You
always.
pretty much anytime I can't make it, you just skip.
That's because I just can't do it by myself. I can't talk to myself and be entertaining because
Every time I try to do it, the microphone doesn't pick it up. It just says, "Nope, that's dead. That's bad noise. Just get that out."
right. But so if you can remember what happened last time, we
Pirates, lots
wants
of
to
them
do the
are
recap on
dead.
that.
Yeah,
That's all there is to it. They're all dead.
13 pirate ships are sunk, or I think one or two got away.
One of them got away.
One got away, but they had stolen my ships in the first place, so I'm okay with my ships being at the bottom of the bay.
I mean, not all of them.
We had like four.
How did that happen? Remind me, because they're not actually your ships. How did you get convinced they were?
See,
critical miss.
There's a thing called a D20. I rolled a 1. And
Sure.
the DM decided that meant that my character was absolutely convinced that these were my ships. And, well, that made me mad. And I made a big storm appear above them, which had acid rain, hail, just nasty winds, whatever, right? So I did a total of about 15,000 damage in the course of a minute or so, which, as we all know, is more than 9,000, right?
Wow. It is over 9,000.
It is over 9,000. Yep, significantly. All in all, I think we did about 20,000 damage, killed about 500 pirates. The world's a better place now.
Yep.
So we're hoping that the meat shop is still open.
They have plenty of meat now.
Not eating pirate.
I mean, that would be kind of pretty bad if you were going to eat pirate, although you never know.
We can't trust his shop to be, held to that kind of standard.
He cooked a centaur
can
at
I
some
point
point.
out the FDA has not been invented yet.
I think we ate the horse half of the centaur, though, and not the person. So I'm going to say it was still an animal.
I would agree.
Are you suggesting a Sweeney Todd type situation?
Like, my character doesn't even know what happened, so we're okay. Anyway.
Somebody craving some meat pies? Mrs. Lovett's meat pies?
Oh,
Wow.
Nope.
Wow.
Okay, so, finish the battle, and, what do you guys stay on the beach? Do you guys collapse where you are? Are you planning on going back to the meat shop for a long rest?
Probably the meat shop.
Definitely the meat shop. I gotta see how it's doing.
Yeah, we would go back.
Although, I'm feeling pretty good because I can... Didn't my spell slots reset at some point?
Yeah, all of your spell slots got reset, yeah.
Whereas
I used a bunch. I think I refilled my sorcery points with them.
You did.
As a warlock, I really, really appreciate that I have full hit points, but a short rest would be nice. Not now.
I mean, I'm up for a long rest if we need it.
No, short rests are good. We're good with short.
We did just level up, so I think you're supposed to take a long rest when you level up.
You are supposed to take a long rest before you actually level up.
So you guys all head back to the meat shop. Although buildings around, there's a couple that collapsed over the course with the cannonballs that came and hit them and caused them to rubble. The meat shop.
I will take a waltz through town. Let me make sure I have a spell slot available. I do. So I don't have anything else in concentration right now. I will use some telekinesis. So I got about 10 minutes of walking around town, making sure buildings that are about to collapse aren't going to hurt people, and just distributing things.
All right, go ahead and.
I'm gonna go.
Oh, go ahead.
I'm gonna go get Iroshi and tell everybody it's fine. He's not gonna hurt you. Everything's fine. He's here to help. Yes, he does fly. That's part of it. And I want to talk to Thomas over here. Thomas-san, surveying the dead bodies floating into the harbor and all the wreckage and burning and everything. We may have been outnumbered, but they were clearly outmatched.
You're fun.
I mean, it was kind of a one-sided fight.
It was very one-sided.
They couldn't see or hear anything. They were blind and deaf. That's not a good place to be at sea.
Do you think we should probably, deal with all these dead bodies somehow?
I mean, as I run across them, I can always just shift them into a big pile for somebody. Well, I can burn them. I've got
10 minutes.
Spell slots to burn.
Now that my concentration's no longer in the storm, I'm going to take 10 minutes and do a unseen servant ritual.
Okay.
Unseen servant can carry the bodies. I'm not going to do that.
How long does unseen servant last?
I mean, I can recast it. I think it's an hour. Let me look.
Well, they're not spread across town. They're mostly grouped together.
Yeah, it lasts an hour, and it takes me like 10 minutes and an action to do it.
So you send your unseen servant to start just gathering bodies. Actually,
I will.
What is the specific directions you're giving to your unseen servant?
Well, I'll figure out where we're piling the dead bodies at this point, I guess, and then I will tell him or it to move the dead bodies from the water as he encounters them and puts them on the pile.
Okay.
I mean, it's a simple enough task, right?
Yeah. I was just making sure you did specify dead bodies, otherwise he was going to try to bring dead bodies.
Well,
Pile
the
them out.
He's like grabbing onto Hiroshi's leg trying to move it because, that's a body.
Right. But you did specify dead, so he'll work on getting the dead bodies out of the water.
No, not the 10-ton flying bison.
The difficulty there is that we would need to decide essentially what to do with the pirates, whether we are okay just leaving it to the wildlife.
I would say we just pile them and burn them.
I said I'm more than willing to burn them. I've got telekinesis going. I can just pile them up and
fireball them.
Well, yes. The thing is, though, I'm pretty sure the people of Port Royale would prefer a burial.
See, how about this? We'll give them a pirate's burial. We'll put them all on one of these ships that just came on here. We'll send it out to sea and light it on fire.
I'm not talking about the pirates. They're not going to lose sleep about the pirates.
Excuse me, they are not your ships.
People
they are not your ships to decide to send out.
You can go dig some holes or convince the blue man to dig some holes.
I'll just have...
You can move Earth.
I can move Earth, but I could also, shatter the Earth if I could take a short rest.
Or I'll just have Aslan dig holes. He's a big lion. He can dig.
Sure, you're my patron deity.
I'm doing the things that involve burning things. So, burn, baby, burn.
I took good care of him.
Wow, burn, baby, burn. Okay, you're doing one quote. I thought that Thomas was about to start quoting Pocahontas.
Disco Inferno.
What? Dig. Dig, dig. Dig, dig,
dig. Yeah, two different songs going on at the same time.
All right. Apparently it's quote session tonight. Put your favorite quotes that you heard in the comments.
That is not different than any other night.
It's quote session every night.
That's true. But put your favorite one in the comments so that you can point it out to other players or other people and put the timestamp.
See if you catch them. If you catch the quotes, there's so many.
Right?
You gotta catch them all.
Yep, you have to. Yep. Anyway, moving on. So yeah, your unseen servant's gonna do that, while Ed, you're still gonna go around burning things.
And generally, like if a building's on fire, I don't know.
Shape water.
Yeah, but that takes long. I've got telekinesis going. I can just move a bunch of stuff around.
That's telekinesis, Kyle.
I could take a boat, fill it with water, lift it, and then dump the water like a rowboat.
Or kill a yak from 200 yards away with mind bullets.
Technically, you made some smaller boats, Elwyn, when you disintegrated the bottoms of them. So yeah.
I think I could do it with Eldritch Blast. That's
It's
the same thing
a
as
bay.
lightning.
I'm sure there's a
Same
few
as-
rowboats sitting around if I need one.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know that anybody but Keith caught that. Keith, I love you.
No, I missed that one.
I will go ahead and burn 2 spell slots for telekinesis, assuming this is going to take more than 10 minutes.
Yeah, it'll
Wonder
take a little
Boy,
bit.
won't you take me far away from the mucky muck?
So as Elwyn and Zephyrus are helping to clean up bodies,
I was
and,
doing that. As
In the town in general.
and the town in general. In that case,
Putting out fires, with our
I
shape
would-
water.
I would actually like to change what I'm doing.
okay.
While my shop is my biggest priority, I do feel that
You're probably the only people the townspeople trust, considering you're from here and you actually spent time rescuing them.
you're not flying
I was
on
we
actually
ignore
going to
them and
say
that is
something along
true.
those lines. So I was going to say that I was going to take Thomas with me, and we would be
The one with devil horns?
Legitimately,
You're
every time
cheating
we
with
show up,
fire resistance, and we will be
like I would rush into
searching
burning
the
buildings and everything.
searching the any houses and such that are on fire or in the process of crumbling for survivors.
All right. In that case, go ahead and
That
make
would
an
work.
investigation check.
to be fair, I'm the one with thunder and lightning resistance. I'm not the right one for this.
I will give him guidance.
Guidance is good.
At some point, I'm going to get tired and sit down and play Pai Sho.
What is your? Or do you want me to do investigation? Because I have +7.
Yours is higher, but I don't. Actually, no, mine is. So apparently, I get +8 to investigation, unless this has to deal with Fae, Fiend, or Undead.
There it
I mean,
is.
technically,
there
there
it
could
is.
be undead involved.
But anyways, I got a 23.
I think they're just dead. I don't know that they're undead.
I'm actually
never
going
know.
to. I'm going to give you the undead on this one.
Oh boy,
Okay,
Oh,
first off, that
that's
worries me a
terrifying.
lot.
We
That's
have undead
terrifying.
pirates. That's awesome. Because why wouldn't we in Pirates of the Caribbean?
So I got
true.
23 again. No, 25.
Did you roll my
Okay.
d4 too? With guidance?
Oh, I roll that again, don't I?
You do.
You two are together, and I'm playing Pai Sho with Momo. I'm going to roll.
Yes, that is 28.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I'm going to win.
So somehow you're able to pick up the faintest whisper of what sounds like a help coming from the second floor of a roof that had a cannonball land on it, and the roof collapsed in while you're searching through one of the houses.
Yeah, well, we will certainly try and dig our way through, move things around and such.
Okay.
I'm checking to see
Can
if I've got
we
anything fancy to
see
help.
them?
Right now there's rubble piled on top of them.
If we can get to them, I have a fun thing to do to save them.
I could do a ceremony for a funeral right for him.
I mean, if I fly on Aslan up to the top of the house and look in where the cannonball went through, can I see them?
I'm gonna have you make a separate investigation check to try to see them. You kind of know
Okay.
where they are from the sound, but you don't fully know.
Am I allowed to cast guidance on myself?
Yes.
Okay, I'm doing that.
I mean, it's a range of touch. You can touch yourself. Technically speaking.
Ooh, that's not very good.
Casey's the other one that made a face.
13 total.
You do not see them. You just know they're under that pile of rubble.
I will have Aslan start trying to unbury the rubble. with his big paws
Okay.
until I see them, because I don't want to have the rubble collapse and crush them.
Right. I would say that takes about 2 minutes.
And
Just to
once
make
I
sure.
do see them, I will tell them, "Hey, I'm going to do something on you real quick. Just don't resist, and everything will be fine." And I cast banishment on them, and then lose concentration, and they appear in a spot that's safe next to it.
Bye, Rachel.
Unless they're not from this plane.
That's true. Well, no,
Um,
it has to be a full minute of me concentrating on them so they don't return.
right.
Oh,
Roll persuasion for saying the just trust me. But I'm gonna say with disadvantage.
Disadvantage?
Are you gonna hurl him through hell like you just did?
No.
Because that
I
wasn't.
forgot I did that.
Yeah, you definitely sent our tiefling to hell and back again, and he healed.
I got a 15.
Wait, how did he heal? I forgot about that.
Because he's
I
a
had
devil and you
Flames
sent him
of
to the
Legos
exact level of hell that he happens to have a feat from.
Yes.
Flames of
it was awesome.
Legoros, whatever.
yeah, the flame
Flames
one.
of Phlegm.
Flames of Flegos.
That one. Phlegos is like level 4 or something, and that's where you sent him. So Casey's like, why not? Why don't you roll to heal? That's how
Listen,
that
I
happened.
thought that was a good flavor. All right.
Better flavor than the thumbs that are in the butcher's shop.
Wait, I rolled a 15 on persuasion.
All right. I'm gonna say that she or the person is timidly willing to trust you.
Okay, I will make the
Did you roll
motions
insight?
to cast banishment on them.
All right. So they take banishment, and how long do you have them stay
I
banished?
once they disappear, I immediately lose concentration on banishment, so they reappear in a safe space within 5 feet of where they were.
Okay.
That is honestly pretty creative. I like it.
It is a 4th level spell too, so which is good for you. We have 9th level. You just got 4, if I'm not mistaken.
I have 5th levels now. I at level 17, I got 5th level spells. I have
So-
one 5th level spell,
So the person reappears
but not until I take a long rest.
uncovered, standing on the rubble, very confused.
Are you okay? Is it a girl or is it a man?
I'm gonna say it is a girl. They're gonna be like,
Are you okay, ma'am?
what just happened?
I didn't want the rubble to fall and crush you, so I put you in a different plane and then brought you back instantly so you wouldn't be stuck there. So you wouldn't be crushed to death.
And who are you?
My name is Thomas. Friends of Corvus, the butcher.
Yep, welcome. Hope you're
He's down there.
Better.
All right. She timidly like, thanks for saving me. Although I think I have plane shift whiplash from shifting to a plane and back again.
I do apologize if it was fast. First time using that spell.
Wait, you tested a spell on me?
I mean, I know how to do it, but it's the first time I've used it in practice. In essence.
She starts to drift away slowly while giving you like a little bit of side eye and then going to Corvus.
I will just fatally do a healing word on her and she's hurt as well.
Okay. How much do you heal her?
For 2. I don't know how many hit points she was missing. She only has 4 or 5 as a citizen.
All right.
So that's a minimum roll, which turns to a full heal.
Yep, apparently.
Mostly. It depends on how much hit points they have, but yeah.
All right, so she goes to Corvus and says, "Oh, you've been gone a while, Corvus. Where you been?"
I come and go. I've been I've been traveling the world looking for the best meats and meeting lots of new friends along the way.
Roll
Technically,
deception.
you travel multiple worlds.
He's not lying.
I'm not with you though.
He hasn't.
Kind of. He's technically not lying. It's not his sole purpose.
Technically,
Considering how many meats I've tried from all the different places, I wouldn't say it's a lie, but maybe not the whole truth.
All right, I will let you get away with persuasion if you want to do a persuasion roll.
Honestly, it doesn't matter. The modifier's the same either way.
I will put my hand on your shoulder to give you guidance, just because I'm there with you.
Wow. So, thank you, Keith. You
saved
almost
you from-
doubled my roll. So, 10.
Okay. Well, apparently she thinks you're lying, but your friend did just save her from probably death, so she thanks you and then runs off.
You're welcome.
She said thank you, just not to Thomas, more to Corvus, but you know.
Yeah.
I look at Corvus like, people don't seem very friendly from here.
Also, yeah, okay. So then I would also like to contact Zephyrus.
Okay.
How are you gonna do that?
I'm going to walk up to him.
Oh.
I got legs, I can walk. And I was going to have Zephyrus write in his book, to contact Steven and just let him know that,
Why don't you just go talk to Steven yourself?
I like that he actually has a random binder sitting nearby.
He was ready. He was prepared.
Like he has to like unwrap and everything. Like
yeah, I guess it's fair. Is it closer to get
he
to,
deserves inspiration for that one.
Is it closer to get to my butcher shop or to Zephyrus?
You were probably in the middle, so it would have been the same either way.
Okay. Well, then I would probably just go straight to the butcher shop, check and see how it is.
All right, I will give Zephyrus inspiration for the book. That was.
I already have it.
Well, you got it again, so.
I haven't used it.
Then you give it to someone who doesn't.
I can't do that. Inspiration doesn't work like that.
All right. So you head back to Steven, but there's also still the crowd that you've saved, and we're having headed to your shop.
So yeah, you haven't dealt with them yet.
So right now there's the huge crowd. I would say.
Is Steven trying to feed them? Because he doesn't know what's going on.
Yes, that's actually what I was going to address.
You may hear some thwumps in the background. I will go ahead and at some point burn 2 fireball spells.
Okay.
As I make a large mountain of bodies.
Just use a cantrip. Can you just use a cantrip?
Are you cremating?
35 miles.
Apparently.
Apparently we're cremating.
I mean, it would have just been easier to put them all in a pirate ship and just...
Not as fun.
Viking funeral.
This is gonna stink. Like burning salt water.
Mm-hmm.
So I would say, Corvus, between the people that you saved and people that weren't necessarily in danger at the time, you have about 30 people all trying to crowd around your shop.
Okay.
How big is the area in which the burning bodies are?
If you start doing a sale on hamburgers, so help me.
Oh, that is exactly what's going to happen. So
Unless
what
they're made
I
of
was going
steel.
to do, since
You're going to
I've-
break out the barbecue pit.
Exactly. Since I've got all these people here, I was going to instruct Steven to pull out the barbecue, get some food going, and because many of them are recovering and all of that, they need food and probably don't have money on them. I'll cover
Well,
the. I
I will hand Steven maybe 50 pounds of my saber-toothed moose lion meat.
Are we officially done with leveling up?
We
I
haven't
would
taken a
say
long rest, but
long
yes.
rest is when it'll happen, but so far we haven't done a long rest.
Okay, so technically not yet.
Not
Yes.
yet. Steven sees you, and he's like, "Hi."
Hi, how many fingers do you have on your prosthetic?
I mean, I got
How many
one.
fingers am I holding up? It's only one, Steven. It's only one.
I guess that works.
He only has his
Anyways,
thumb left.
For those of you who weren't watching us 2 years ago, he's slowly chopped off his fingers accidentally, and they've gotten mixed in the meat that he sold because he's not good.
Yep.
but you get what you pay for, and apparently that's what I got with Stephen.
Did you even pay him?
Well, yeah, he's an employee. He's my apprentice.
So far, Corvus has not rolled to gain money from the shop yet, nor has he dealt with expenses from the shop either. It's been just, it's his shop, but Steven is taking all of the money and paying all of it himself. Just for
That
himself.
works.
With
I
as
don't think
smart as he is, he's
Corvus
probably
needs the
true.
money.
Yeah, I don't really need the money.
We
But
legitimately,
regardless,
money is not a concern.
I
And I
mean,
was
if
just
we
like,
have any
well, yeah.
enemies in this town, we can just slip them a drink of this golden water and make statues.
yeah, I don't think we need to do that.
And then I was like, yeah, that's just one less thing.
But yeah, so I was going to
We already
instruct
did it once.
Steven to cook some of the meat that is in less demand. I'm assuming probably the
The pirate meat.
no,
No,
no.
hopefully we have some fish.
I
Maybe
was
you're at a
I was
port.
thinking fish. The issue is I'm trying to think of
I
fish in
also
the area
just-
that are not very good.
I also just gave him 50 pounds of saber-toothed lion meat.
Yeah, but we'll definitely use that. But
For steaks and
yeah,
burgers.
the only thing is, I don't necessarily know what fish are in the water there, like tuna.
Probably.
I guess tuna would work. So yeah, I'll just instruct
Mackerel.
Steven to cook up some tiger
Marlin.
moose meat and tuna, and just kind of have a little bit of a barbecue for to assist the people.
All right.
And of course, we'll make sure the beautifully discounted signs are visible for those interested, but that's not the main priority.
All right. So he's gonna roll to cook. Steven has improved since he last cooked,
Oh boy.
and I would say he ends up cooking with a roll of 17.
Not bad.
So you find him to have wildly improved from the last time you ate through one of his fingers.
Wait, what?
Yep.
That's exactly how it sounds.
Yep. That's the way it was.
Okay.
So.
This is why we appreciate the FDA.
Fair.
I don't know that they have that in Jamaica.
Steven
think they
becomes
do.
the first FDA person.
I'm betting they've got something though.
They gotta have something.
All right. So you start feeding
Not in the
people.
time of
Taylor family has
this.
And while we're feeding people, I'll go back to searching the rubble.
Okay.
I have a few things I want to do when I
Okay.
have a minute.
Go ahead.
I'm going to alter self to make myself not blue because
That's
I have
good.
alter self at will, so I can change my appearance as much as I like. I'm going to the burning cremation funeral pyre.
Uh-huh.
How big around is it?
Oh, about 25 feet.
Would a 50-foot long wind wall make it around it? Or at least
No.
halfway around it?
No.
I mean, you could probably cut off so the fire doesn't go towards the city.
It'll be by the water.
Yeah, I'm going to put my wind wall up so that the smoke and everything isn't blowing towards the city. It'll
Alright.
block it so that it goes straight up or out to sea. It's not going to smell up as much.
So I would say you
Thank you.
cover about a half to maybe 2/3 of the circle of bodies with that wall.
Okay, when I do that, I know I can only do this for a minute, right? So I'm going to use a extended spell to make it at least 2 minutes. And I want to do it when it is smoking the most. So I'm just paying attention to it, and yeah, I'm just going to do that. Hopefully 2 minutes of blocking it will help, because that's going to stink.
I'm not standing there watching it, so I'm just moving on to find more things to fix, break.
Actually, better
Burn.
idea than wind wall. Could I do something else?
Generally trying to be helpful.
What are you thinking?
I'm thinking something that lasts longer. I want to do control winds and blow it out towards sea.
That'll work.
How long does that last?
An hour, but I'm going to do extended spell and make it
2
2.
hours. Nice.
That's
There
great
you go.
because this is going to burn for 2 hours type thing, at least.
Probably at least 2 hours.
Yep, I'm going to try that for 2 hours. So I'm just going to maintain concentration there. I don't want to do a downdraft or updraft. I want to gust it, but towards sea. Not enough gust to put out the fire, but enough that it's going to counteract any other winds that would try to blow it in.
They made it onto shore in 2 locations, right?
Yes.
So the other location, John, are you going to be doing the same thing to?
If you're burning them
Or
both
just-
at the same time, I'm just
take
doing the
bodies
one.
and burn them all in one spot.
I'm just doing the
They're
one.
not near each other.
You can drag
I'm
them
doing
to
the one
the
closer
fire and
to
just toss them on.
Doing the ones closer to the buildings in the town, not the one off to the
There was
side.
one way off to the side that's
Not
that's-
gonna mess around with that. In town is what I'm after.
Before we burn the second pile, I would also like to look at some of the corpses and see if I can find like a captain or someone who looks like a high-ranking pirate.
Oh yeah, we never
Okay.
looted the bodies.
Go ahead and roll an investigation.
What would I loot the bodies for? I lack nothing.
When the bodies are burned,
Information.
whatever's left behind, we will find.
This is what investigation.
Yeah.
Yes.
Any
15.
magical weaponry won't be destroyed.
True. Good point.
So you were able to find probably 2 that seem to have been captains.
Is there anything special on them, such as things worth taking?
Not really. I mean, they each have a spyglass.
Okay, well, here's the real reason I was coming here. So I will use the
Are you stealing their hat?
no. That would be fun though.
They do have.
I will
hats.
use the
I'll get you the hat. A really big one. Commodore.
I will use the amulet that I have and cast Speak with Dead.
Okay.
Interesting.
And
Forgot
so
you had that.
I can ask 5 questions. The first question I would like to ask
5 questions you may ask.
is: has this person recently been in contact with Davy Jones?
Also, what is your name? What is your quest? What's your favorite color?
Might as well.
First answer is yes.
To
Average speed of an unladen swallow.
African or European?
Airspeed velocity, sorry. How am I supposed to know that?
African.
You're the one
totally.
asking the question.
Is anybody else thinking about the graveyard scene in the movie?
Yes,
The graveyard
I
scene
am
in the
now.
movie is legitimately the best scene in the movie.
It's amazing.
Yes.
It's also not how the spell works.
No, but still funny.
All right. So 1 of 5.
Yeah, so the next question I will ask is where I could find Davy Jones.
Tortuga.
Have we been there yet?
No,
Did we free a bunch of slaves there? Or was that in Narnia?
that was in Narnia.
Well, typically
Or
he's
no,
on a
along
boat
the way.
somewhere in the sea. But currently he has been usually looking for people that apparently tried to turn him to Goldstone.
We don't have them anymore.
I mean, do we still have the marks?
You do not know.
Okay.
How did we get rid of those
Health
again?
We
itself,
removed
anyway.
the curse.
Oh,
removed the
right.
curse.
Oh, right, yeah.
That's right.
Then the next question I will ask is how many ships are going with Davy Jones?
The corpse tries to pull up a hand, but it's missing because of the damage. So he pulls up the other hand and starts to count by number. More than this. And they count to 5.
I see.
Well, I can count all the way to 55.
He's gonna laugh when he only has 4 fingers.
So then I will also. Hmm, I'm not sure what else to ask right now.
That was question 3, right?
Yep.
You may ask 3. These questions 3.
I'm sure you were looking for when you asked me for.
So then I will ask if he really thought he had a chance winning this fight.
I mean, we were told to try to take this city whatever means possible, so the other ones all surrendered real easily. Don't know why this city didn't.
Oh snap! He mentioned other cities. What's going on?
Are there any traps waiting for these people that Davy Jones is looking for?
Oh snap! That's a good question.
Yes.
You have
Right.
one more.
No, that was 5.
Oh, that was
Yeah.
5. Oh, I thought that was only
4
4.
was
No, he asked a stupid question.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Did you think we could
Did
win
you
the
really
battle?
think you could pick us?
And then he collapses back over.
How many times can you do that?
I'm checking.
I don't think you. I don't think you can do it to the same corpse. You have to pick a different.
Well, no,
It's got to be a different person, but I've got another pirate. Another
If the
captain I
person
could
dies who I can cast Sending to, can I continue casting Sending to the corpse?
They can't respond, but I would see why not.
So I could potentially do it 19 more times.
Wow.
Wow.
I wouldn't say you shouldn't do that. I mean, I would say you should.
How much do you hurt yourself in doing that?
None.
Oh, this isn't damage yourself sort of a thing.
No, this is my locket, which for those who don't know, it's kind of like a system where I gain access to more spells as I take damage.
Oh, like my staff.
No, as he takes damage.
As I take damage. So
I just don't take damage. It's fine.
yeah. So currently at
I am now the next target for the DM.
but yeah, I mean, so I guess I'll ask.
Good luck with that.
I generally don't take damage, though, and I don't even have high AC. I just fly.
You know, I'll kind of ask my teammates if there's necessarily anything else we should ask.
I mean, you're going to find me by the funeral pyre.
Mm-hmm.
I guess once I set up the wind in the area, I can walk away and just keep concentration. Settle down in a place where I'll play some Pai Showa this evening if somebody wants to play with me.
You see large objects moving around and/or flames. I'm probably nearby.
There's a lot of flames,
By the
and you
way-
were nearby when they started.
Elwyn, make a investigation check. Or perception check. That's what I meant.
They're the same. 6.
Nope, you don't notice a thing.
Burn, baby, burn.
Just go Inferno.
All right, and so
I'm having fun.
when you get the next pile ready, you do another fireball, right?
I
Yeah.
don't know how many more fireballs he had. Oh, he got all his spells.
Yeah, he got all his spell slots back.
Can I
All
use a divine sense?
I was only planning to use 2. 1 pile for each place that the pirates made land.
Divine sense for what, Thomas?
I can know the location of any celestial fiend or undead within 60 feet.
You only Aslan glows in your
Vision. Okay.
vision. Yep. But Elwyn, so the next time you do the fireball, you hear on both ends of the pile, 2 of the pirates that were feigning dead start screaming in agony because they just got lit on fire while still alive.
Ooh! I'll firebolt them.
I'm just gonna kill them outright. You can save them and we can question them.
Fine, I'll telekinesis one of them out.
Okay.
Dunk them in the water to put out his fire.
They might have a save or something. Hold on. What level is that? 5th? Yes. It's a contested against their strength.
Okay. This was to what? The telekinesis?
Yes, to lift them up. 18.
You win. They did not roll well at all. So.
Alright, so I'll lift them out. I'll swing them over to the water, dunk them under, bring them back to me.
Okay.
Ooh, I could
Yield.
Let me go.
Do you yield?
I was already pretty much dead. Of course I yelled.
Good. I will now be carrying him over to my friends.
I'm going to use a spell that I haven't got to use very much.
In the air, of course. Because telekinesis.
Hey,
Hey,
hey, put me
Let
down.
me check and see if he gets another save. He is restrained. We do repeat the contest every 6 seconds. If he's
Okay.
continuing to fight. If he yields, like he said he would,
Now, technically, he said he yelled. He didn't say he yielded.
oh, well. If he's going to contest again, I'm going to do the whole, I thought you said you're going to yield.
He contested again.
Alright. He did not pass. 32. Unless he rolled a nat 20, I guess.
No, he did not. He failed. I've been rolling terrible so far.
Why did you roll Fireball to hit or Firebolt to hit?
Because it says use my spell casting. Oh, sorry, that's -1. 31.
Still, yeah,
Spell casting ability, which. Well, maybe I do get that +1 from the robe. I don't know. Oh yeah, I do.
Either way, and we'll say it takes you about one more to be able to telekinesis him over.
Okay. 25.
Yep, yeah, you still got him.
Hey, Blue Man, look what I found.
What, Edwin-san?
She made a mistake.
I found a living one.
What's living? Where?
The pirate. He has a pirate.
Oh, yes, pirate. Okay. Why you steal my boats?
We can't carry him on. There's no place to put him.
We're pirates. We steal
No.
everything.
Why are you here?
Oh, it's way too big.
Oh, good question. That good question.
This is the size to carry on.
So I will come up, brandish my butcher knives, and just comment, "Oh, good, we were running out of meat."
Roll intimidation.
What do you mean we're running out of meat? We're standing next to a bonfire.
Guidance.
Gross.
This is intimidation. I'm not actually considering eating a person. That's terrible.
You get guidance.
So 25.
Oh yeah.
No,
he is
22.
he's still terrified. You look like cannibals to him, and even though he met some cannibals before, you look more terrifying.
Well, great.
I mean, I'm probably covered in like dust and soot and
Yep.
Oh, I'm covered in scratches and blood all over my armor.
What was the last question?
Riding
I'm
a
sorry, I
giant
forgot.
lion.
why are you here?
We were told to take over the city.
By whom?
Davy Jones.
Well, where's he at?
Somewhere at the sea.
Well, why didn't he come?
Because he thought 13 ships versus a one unarmed port town was not going to end up like this.
Okay, well, how do we get a hold of him?
It's not that you find him, it's more he finds you.
Okay, well, how does he find us?
Usually by sailing around all the time looking for people. And killing
What?
people for information.
I don't really want to kill people?
I don't know.
To be
Based
fair,
on what you just
You
told your
all
friend
tried to
over there.
kill me first. That's different. I
don't
do like
know.
watching things burn.
Yeah, that's kind of weird. That seems slightly evil, not gonna lie.
I'm gonna firebolt a nearby tree just to vent some frustration at him.
I think I'm gonna gust it out after it hits.
All right.
No, I can't. No.
Firebolt hits a tree, wind goes and poofs it away.
Spoil sport.
Your folks' inheritance was also.
There's enough fire and burning and damage to city tonight.
I can't imagine I'm that intimidating, considering I'm like
4 foot tall.
4'2" and look like I'm
13 years old.
12.
Edwin, son, the tree do nothing to you. You leave it alone.
Well, he did.
But did he though? Most of the pirates only just sailed up. We were sailing to get to shore, and
Y'all shot some cannons at me.
Cannonballs, yeah.
we shot that at everybody. It's not just you.
Well, you should have thought twice before shooting cannonballs at me.
I will cause the ground underneath him to tremor.
He's still floating
1
in the
minute.
air.
We'll put him on the ground. Let him feel the tremors.
No!
Harmless tremors.
I'm telekinesising him still.
Force choke?
Telekinesis him on the ground.
I could, but that's not as fun as holding him in the air.
You're doing a force choke, aren't you?
I don't have to gesture or anything. He's just there. I can do whatever I
I'm
want.
thinking it's much more of like a ragdoll floating randomly from Roller Coaster Tycoon, being held up by invisible fingers, just flopping around in the air.
I could have him slowly rotating upside down and not upside down.
I
See,
haven't
Roller
heard
Coaster
you
Tycoon totally makes
Roller
sense.
Coaster Tycoon reference ever. I legitimately bought the CD years ago, and I bought it on Steam again anyway.
I have the CD somewhere on my shelf over there.
But all right, so are you gonna put me down, or are you gonna kill me now too?
I wasn't planning to kill you. Oh no, you're coming with us.
No, I think that sounds scarier. Never mind, just kill me now. It'll be fine.
On the
No,
one
you're gonna
hand,
take
we
us to
could go
Davy Jones.
Bossing
He's got an
Say
answer for this mess. Look
At
at the damage you guys did to our lovely town. Well, his lovely town, pointing to Corvus. But he's my friend.
But we were ordered to do that. So it wasn't our fault. It was orders.
That's why you're coming with us. Where else would you go? Face it.
I mean, we
You're-
could just hand him over to the townsfolk. See what they
You
want
really
to do.
think Davy Jones has a chance against us?
Uh huh.
I thought for sure you might give me a persuasion check on that one.
Oh, you can do a persuasion check, sure.
Why can't I find it? There it is.
Although I think he's.
23.
I mean, you're close to evenly matched, probably.
We almost defeated him once. Why do you think he hates us so much? We're even stronger now.
From what I heard, it's because you gave him a drink to turn him into gold.
Still almost defeated him.
Yes,
No,
but
that didn't
there are
defeat him.
5
That
of
just
us
made him
and 1 of
angry.
him.
5. Who's the 5th? I got
Well,
a pirate man here?
6 of us versus 1 of him.
Oh, right, the mounts. I forgot. Yeah, we have a big flying bison and a lion?
Lion.
I like the lion. The lion likes kids, and, you know. Although
Where'd you get
that
the
lion
6
probably
armed
knows
one?
I'm actually like a 22-year-old in a
eat
12-year-old
little
body.
guys like us. Pumbaa.
Say it again?
Me?
Yeah.
I said lions eat little guys like us.
Oh. It's a quote. You weren't actually saying that. Okay. Now
But what
I
if he's
got
on
it.
our side?
It took me a second to catch that.
But he's only a little lion.
But what
We're
if he's on
going
our
way
side?
back in the quotes tonight.
I got a good idea. What if he's on our side? Yeah, well, having a lion around doesn't seem like such a bad idea. And also a 10-ton flying bison.
Plus, I don't know how to sail a ship, but I bet you do.
Well, yeah.
Somebody who can sail a ship.
You kind of have to know how to sail a ship to be a pirate.
Very good.
So, what kind of traps does Davy Jones have in store for us?
Well, I mean, he has. Wait, are you the ones that he's looking for?
Mhm.
I think it's me in particular he wants.
Yes.
Although I look vastly different than I used to.
I mean, we were told that if we did ever find you, we probably needed to go to Tortuga.
Well,
That's
let's
where-
go to Turtle Land.
Lion turtle?
What's a lion turtle?
Giant creature.
I don't know. I
Give
bet
us-
it tastes delicious in soup,
Give
though.
us bending when we were 1,000 years ago. Multiple 1,000 years ago. Gave us
That's some
bending.
pretty magical soup.
Made first Avatar.
You don't look that old, so how would you know?
It's in the history books. I read it, Bossing Say.
So
Somewhere between mythology and ancient history.
So, can I go now?
You
Go
go
where?
to prison.
You didn't tell us about these traps yet.
I mean, the traps are everywhere.
But what are they? What do they do?
Let's just say
Are they
that Davy Jones has some of his creatures looking out for if he ever discovers the people that wronged him.
In other
Okay,
words,
good.
we go out to sea.
I think we're on a hunt. Although, wait. We have a better... What are we supposed to be doing in this world? I forgot.
We were
Hmm.
looking for allies. So
Or enemies. We're really good at finding enemies.
yes,
Why are we looking for allies?
To take
because
with us to help against the Tarask.
yeah, we were looking
Started
for
a
allies
war.
to help against the Trask.
The
We
terrorist camp?
destroyed a crime syndicate.
Yes, the Tarasku.
We
The Terror Turtle.
So,
We're good at
maybe
fighting
if we
enemies.
beat Davy Jones to a pulp, we can convince him to fight alongside us.
I
Or
bet
we
if you
can-
just learned how to play the organ, you could convince him.
Or just, out of context, steal his heart.
That'd work.
So,
That legitimately would work.
Zephyrus, who do you have in your book again?
Let's see. I could message Stephen. Hi, Stephen. We could message Aang. We could message
King Caspian.
King Caspian. Yes,
Davy
fiance.
Jones.
And a small child from village in near Republic City. He orphanage. We need to check up on him.
Hey, Corvus.
Yes.
Do you know if Davy Jones happens to be a fey fiend or undead?
He's undead.
Rumor has it he may qualify as undead.
Not fiend?
He's totally undead.
Possibly. My money's on undead though.
You were within range of him to sense, right?
Uh-huh.
So what was he?
My analysis would indicate he would be undead.
Is that true, Casey?
Casey?
Yes,
He's
Alright.
totally undead.
totally undead.
He's living without a heart. That's not fiend.
I left my heart in a plastic box.
Wasn't a wooden box, not plastic?
No. It's from a song.
Yeah.
You might not know the band.
I left my heart in San Francisco.
I
For all
got
you
a reference.
those who don't know, it's the classic crime. Good band.
Do not know it, but still counts as a reference. Alright, so are we
What hap-
gonna head there in the morning?
What
We're gonna head there
happened
now?
to the what happened to the ship that we had?
Which one?
We sold it.
We
We
sold
had
it.
We had 13 ships. You kind of
You're right.
destroyed a lot of them.
Yeah, so I
think
guess
there's like 4 left that were untouched.
you guys will need to work on repairing those.
No, they're not. They're untouched.
Okay.
Yeah, 4 of them did land successfully.
Did this conversation last an hour?
No.
No. Why?
Because I'm a warlock.
He's looking for a long rest.
Short
Short
rest.
rest.
No.
I could
yeah,
we could
so-
have this conversation in the tea kettle, and we could have a short rest in 10 minutes.
All right.
Come on.
I say
10 minutes?
we throw this dude in jail or inside of a tea kettle. I don't care.
I can't throw him inside the tea kettle. I go inside with him, and it's a comfortable, nice place. He'll wreck it.
I mean,
I'm
we
gonna
could
keep-
give him a
tie him
rock
up.
belt and tell him to walk home.
No, he's coming with us. This is my friend now.
Friend?
Yes.
What are you gonna do?
You have interesting idea, friend Elvinson.
If those
Yeah,
are your
remind
friends,
me
I'd
not
be
to
curious about
apply
your
for
enemies.
friendship.
I think the smoke in the air is muddling your mind.
It might be. I enjoy smoke.
You hang around your patron too long.
Patron? I ain't got no patron.
No,
That's-
your father or your
Oh,
Father,
him.
not
Right.
your father.
Mushroom Man.
Mushroom,
Yeah.
mushroom
I
man.
tried that one time and decided that was not for me. Mainly
I
because I
did it
threw
once.
up like the entire next day. It was
I
the
did it
worst thing
once.
ever.
Kind of naked. That happened.
You did do that.
He said it was the way the ritual was performed.
And
I
you
mean,
believed him?
at least it wasn't
That's what he was
entertaining,
doing?
to say the least.
He's not even human.
all
I
right.
guess neither are you.
Touche.
I think on that
I mean,
note,
if you want to get technical, neither am I.
there's not much more to do. It looks like all the fires have generally been put out. Kind of the commotion seems to
Barbecue!
be dying down, and I would say it's been about 2 hours. What do you
What's
do next?
what's my friend's name?
Jock.
Do we have any
Who's
watchers?
I mean, we have some, but I don't know how many are actually real or not.
So you're
No.
saying we get a short rest?
Or a long rest would be great.
We're gonna do a long rest.
Yeah, a long rest.
We're going to the barbecue at Thomas's butcher shop. Or Corvus's butcher shop, because Thomas doesn't have one.
So we need to outfit a ship and buy supplies, right?
Yeah, so we've got 4 ships we could use if we wanted
That aren't
to make a
destroyed?
fleet. We would need
That
people
are not
Some of these
destroyed.
ships had a disintegrated bottom.
Not 4 of them. 4 of them made it to land safely.
We're gonna call this
How
one
about-
Ragtop. Ragtop is his name.
No.
Rag-
Ragtop. Okay.
Does he
Not-
have
not Jacques
a
Cousteau.
bit of hair on the top of his head?
He likes to grow his hair out a little bit longer, and so that's why he's considered Ragtop.
So it's just a pirate name. It's not a actual,
Reference to anything.
birth
Right.
given name.
Correct. It's a pirate name.
What if we take all 4 of the ships that we have and secure them together to make
How does
one
that
big
help?
ship? One big ship.
So all
Maybe
right,
it'll
no.
intimidate Davy Jones.
Yeah, that's not gonna intimidate him.
How would you know? You don't really conversate with the man very much.
I'm pretty good at intimidating. I'm just not in the
So,
mood.
anyways, it's gonna take us a couple days, right?
Yes.
Probably to
Yeah.
outfit a ship.
So now that I'm level something, I don't even know. Now that I have a wish spell, I will cast Hollow on our ship before we depart.
Okay, well, hold on. We get our long rest. We get a level up and all that.
I would say yeah. Now you can get the long rest. Get
Yay,
everything
long
back,
rest.
and you do
The-
the level up.
First thing I'm going to do with my wish spell is to cast.
Simulacrum.
No,
Doing
actually,
that.
it's powerful. It's just not that creative.
What are you gonna do?
I'm going to cast. What is it? Regenerate
Oh, okay.
on Steven.
Oh snap!
I'm going to wish that Steven gets regenerated.
All right.
Creatures in the area.
Care about having a t-shirt or a cap?
Does he get a saving throw on or no?
I don't know how
No.
many hit points he's going to get here, but no, he doesn't get a saving throw. I'm just going to, I don't even need to touch him because it's a wish.
Okay.
Wishing it to happen. So the components are just not. I don't need components. I have verbal wish. His body, his fingers, legs,
Toes, nose,
nails,
ear.
toes, whatever,
Now,
are just
are-
going to regrow after about 2 minutes of time.
are Davy Jones' minions also undead?
Some of them.
Well, yeah,
Majority of them, all of them are technically. Anyone on a ship is undead because
they
couldn't
have to be
survive
because they
under
go
the water.
underwater and they don't need to breathe.
Right.
Okay.
So
Yeah, I go
Our
underwater and don't
ships
need
are
to breathe,
hollowed.
but I'm not undead. That's a different
so
thing.
what did you do? This you did this. You did this first thing. About
Yeah,
what
after
time?
I level up and I get my wish spell
What time
from
of the
my
day is this?
first thing in
Morning.
the morning, the next morning, I'd be
Okay.
like, "Hey, Steven, and thank you for all of the work that you've done maintaining maintaining the shop here for Corvusson. I want to give you a gift. Here. Patron, will you please regenerate Stephen? I specifically do this.
Okay.
Hey, Steven,
Um,
look at your hands.
all right. So he's like, he starts to feel better and better. You actually start to see that like his spine starts to actually grow and he gets taller, and like his posture seems to correct itself for after
No more
years of
scurvy.
trying to chop with a weird hand. Like his bones start to like generally become good. I would say his charisma score increases by at least 4. And yeah, he's able to have full functionality of both of his hands now. And
2 minutes, well spent.
he looks and he's
No.
like,
Now
What
I just
did-
need another long rest to get that back.
"What did you? How did you do that?"
I do nothing. Patron do it for you. He take care of you.
Who's your patron?
His name Sang, Sang the Second. He in spirit world. Don't worry about it.
He instantly starts making, taking some of the like ground beef and makes a shrine to Pasang out of the meat that he has in the
Meat
shop,
shrines.
and starts to
Nice.
make a shrine over to Pasang in a
Nice.
corner of the shop.
I know this butcher shop, but do you have tea? Can we heat water?
I mean, they have fire.
We certainly can't heat water.
Yes, I want tea. Can we make tea?
Do you want
Maybe
meat
you
tea?
should also start selling soup.
We could do meat
For those-
tea.
Certainly, they definitely could have some chicken broth or whatever.
Whalebone broth.
Just because he gave you more fingers doesn't mean you need to cut one off to brew us some tea.
Oh yes, Stephen. I ask you.
I
be-
hope
be
you learned
careful.
enough not to cut yourself in the future.
Yes, be careful. When
Right.
cutting, always have nail and knuckles like this when you chop, not out like this. You hold them like this.
Roll a persuasion.
That's a bad thing to say.
Where'd I put my
I'd give him guidance.
Although I'll give you advantage just because you just did heal his entire hand. Well,
Like,
his
I'm also
hands.
giving you guidance.
Oh, there's my d20. Okay, I got 2 d20s. Okay, well
And
I
a
got
D4.
I got a natural 2 and a natural 20.
Hey!
And a D4.
Well, hold on. And a d4.
I am giving you guidance. Roll a 4, because that's what you always do.
I rolled a 2 actually.
Oh,
Well, hold on, but I also have +5 for persuasion, so 27.
27. All right, so because of the natural 20, I'm going to say that
Thank you for advantage.
you have inspired him enough to where he will never cut his finger again.
I should have used my inspiration on that, but you know what? You gave it to me anyway.
It worked.
That would have been a good thing. So I have inspired Steven to never cut his hands. Yes.
Yep.
Okay, the end of the campaign, we're done. That's what we came here to do.
We can leave the
Thank you
Tarrasque
so much
to
for
the-
joining. Mission accomplished.
We'll leave the Tarrasque to the bards. They're
we have
fine.
restored only one, restored him from 1 finger to 10 again.
You know, I killed 500 people last episode. Restoring a guy's fingers is the least I could do.
Well, not just you kill 500. We killed 500 people.
I damaged 500 people, and Elwyn got all the kills.
I got a lot of them.
Not all. It was spread out pretty evenly by the end. Besides,
By the end, yeah,
Corvus.
because I took a couple of
Besides
ships
Corvus,
that crashed
Corvus
into
didn't
each
kill
other, and I
anybody.
got all the kills.
Hey,
Yeah,
Corvus
Corvus didn't
saved
kill a
like
single person. 30
9
people.
to 18 people. All right.
I don't know how many were able to swim to shore because they were blind and deafened.
Yeah.
One group. I think one group made it to shore from that one boat.
All right. So you have now healed Steven. And what do you do next?
Barbecue at Corvus's place.
Yeah, we've got the barbecue to do. We've also got to eventually.
Owen had a wish he wanted to do.
Oh,
Yeah, in preparing our ship, I'm casting Hollow on it. So-
okay.
Undead are literally unable to.
Step foot on it.
Yep,
No,
and then
does Hollow
I'll,
stay where you cast it, and then the ship will leave the area, or you cast it on the ship itself?
on the ship itself.
I didn't know that was possible.
It's ground.
Yeah, because if I were to lift up a temple and move it, that temple's still hollowed ground.
Don't you have to cast it, like 10 days or 30 days or something for it to be permanent?
Wish reduces the casting time to 1 action.
So now it's permanent?
Yep.
It's permanently hollow?
It is a permanent
Until
hollow?
dispelled.
I mean, I could use Dispel Magic.
I could do the same.
I'm not going
Unless
to.
Casey has a different choice for the bonus effect, Courage seems like a decent one. Can't be affected by Frightened while in the area. Casey's currently reading the spell.
I'm reading its spell, so give me a second.
It's not a bad spell. It's kind of fun.
No,
But
Hollow's
very
good.
limited uses. Very, very
Yeah.
limited uses, though.
In this case, our undead
Alright,
friend
so
cannot walk on our ship.
in this case, I'm going to use the flavor of the Wild Magic Sorcerer,
Okay.
and there are 10 effects, which corresponds with a D10.
Does our ship turn
It
gold?
does say I get to choose the effect.
Fly?
Yeah, you're Wild Magic. You don't get to choose anymore. That doesn't happen. Unless you can roll twice and he gets to choose between the two, because that is
Oh.
something he got at level 16.
That's true. I will roll twice. And you'll
Aha.
get to choose
Fine.
from the 2 effects.
You're welcome. Oh, it is nice to have my spell slots back. Oh, Pact Magic. I missed you.
Now
Alright,
just take another
I can
long
reset
rest so you
my
can get
spell
another
slot.
wish spell.
All right, so it is between silence or daylight.
Ooh, daylight.
We're gonna throw him on. What's silence again?
No
No
spells
sound
be
can
cast.
emanate from the area. No.
Oh, that
sound
sounds
can reach
really
the-
annoying. I guess daylight.
All right.
Yeah, no one would be able to
We're
cast
going to be
spells.
floating around in the middle of the night as a beacon to the enemies.
We are trying to find him.
What else does daylight do other than just
So
make
bright
it
light
bright?
fills the area. Magical darkness created by spells. of a
Look, if
lower
y'all wanna
level
fall
than
asleep,
slot
the
you
only
use
way to
cast
do
the
it-
spell can't extinguish the light.
There's
That
only
would be
So
ninth.
it's basically a night, a big light that can never go out unless
there's
it's
only one place you're going to be able to sleep on the ship.
in the deck, like underneath.
No, it's daylight in the entire area.
It's daylight always.
On the everywhere on the ship, even
Not
like
Everywhere on the
inside.
ship, yeah.
Yep.
Not inside my tea kettle. It isn't.
Unless the ship's bigger.
we'll have to just hop in your
Unless
tea
the
kettle
ship
for a
is
nap.
bigger than a radius of 60 feet, which is a
120.
diameter of 120 feet.
20, yeah.
So yeah, no, I mean that's a pretty big boat. So
Pretty big boat, yeah.
I think there might be a few areas that might not be daylight.
And I would say,
Well, that would mean a few areas that aren't in the hollow spell either.
Yeah.
They would board the bow of the ship and then could not move toward us.
That's fine. That's it. That makes it good. They can come on the ship, and then we can fight them, and they can't go any further, so they can't
We could
actually
try
reach
to
it.
destroy the front of the ship, though.
Yeah.
So yeah, and I would say at this point, because of the ship, him casting it on the ship, the bright light also emanates from the sails, like a lighthouse, from both ends,
Nice.
to where it is just shining beams.
So basically, our ship is basically the ship from Peter Pan that can fly, but without the fly.
I
The big
mean,
golden ship at the end of the movie.
we could
take
make
it.
it fly.
Challenge Can you make the ship fly?
I think it's too heavy.
Too heavy.
I mean, now
It's just too heavy.
I mean, can you possibly use that regenerate spell on me?
Yeah.
Do you think that the weight of the ship matters? Do or do not, there is no try.
Okay, well, with telekinesis, there is a weight limit.
Yoda does not believe in weight limits.
1,000 pounds is my weight limit.
Oh yeah, I mean this thing weighs like 50 tons.
Yeah.
But Zephyrus, do you think you could use that regenerative spell on me?
What have you lost? Oh, your little nubby horns?
Oh, those grow back. I always cut them down.
I mean, tomorrow,
Like a
yeah.
normal
Yeah. Tomorrow, I cast. I
Did you have a tail?
Oh, I usually wrap it around myself.
He wraps it around
you
himself.
You want
don't
to see
grab
my
it and
tail?
squeeze
I can
it,
show you
because
my
if you squeeze
tail.
it, all his power goes
Yes,
away.
I want to see your tail.
I will wrap my tail around my body. It's just
Those of you watching on Twitch, put a comment if you understand what I just said.
We all talked over
I
each other.
get it.
We not even heard you.
His hair's going to go straight up, and it's going to be bright gold too.
Oh, there it is.
Mhm.
Fair.
I got it. Right when he said, "Oh, you squeeze
Awesome.
his tail, his power goes away."
Yeah,
I knew exactly what he was talking about. But
All
no,
right.
apparently, I'm actually supposed to be a dragon, so regenerate, make me go back to being a dragon.
I don't think that's how that works.
It's worth a try.
Yeah, that seems like a
Are
stretch.
you getting your
but I'm
wings
down
back
for
or
it.
something? Because that would be cool. It's not like we have any ability to fly anyway, you know, not with the bison and the lion and the fly spell and the
Your
levitate.
staff.
Yeah, there's no ability for you to fly without wings. We need your wings.
Well, I mean, turning into a dragon, I could just breathe fire on everybody. How cool would that be?
I
And
mean,
plus,
you
I'm
have
just
to
gonna be a
recharge,
dragon.
but yeah.
I'd just be a really cool dragon that I could switch between this and then.
I mean, I'll do it, but it's tomorrow, man. I just used it on the butcher kid today.
Well, that's fine. I can wait. I'm a patient person.
All right. So you've healed Steven. You've gone and turned the boat Super Saiyan. Well, because
I'm assuming
and emulating.
Corvus is in charge of collecting shipmates and
Inmates.
and supplies.
We've used former slaves before to run the ship. Why not just
Considering
pirates
I'm a
and
child and
slaves?
probably can't convince people to join me on an adventure, and you don't really want to trust me with food because I learned how to cook from a random old man in the wild who likes mushrooms.
I mean,
too much.
I would be willing to go out and try to persuade people to join us on a journey to the center of the earth.
Yeah, I feel like someone better with people should be doing that.
Question on when we get the food stores on the ship. May I do a little ritual to detect poison and disease around all the food?
Sure.
Cool. Tell me if I find anything diseased or poisoned.
You do not. So everything
All good
seems to be good food, and yeah, it
Do you
seems now
want
that
me to
Steven
roll a few persuasion checks?
doesn't
for
lose
trying
fingers
to
in the
recruit
food,
people?
it's not poisoned anymore. So with that, what do you guys do next?
We need a crew. I can go around trying to recruit people.
Yeah, I think we gotta go trying to recruit a crew. I would also like to
Ship with black sails, crewed by
check
the
with
damned.
my fiance and see if she is available to join us or if she has any suggestions for crew.
Okay.
Okay, hold on. Let me go.
I mean, she can always, bring.
Did you erase her name?
Anya.
Okay, Anya. Corvus and I are back in town. Would you be available to assist us with evil undead sea creature? Love Zephyrus.
Oh, shouldn't you say love Corvus?
XOXO.
It's his fiance. What are you doing?
Wait. Her response in the book. Her response comes up as writing. Who is Zephyrus again? Why do you love me?
I'm going to cast Ascending again and
Hold
say
on,
I'm...
hold on, it's not yet. So,
Okay.
who's Zephyrus? Why do you love me? Corvus is in town. Which town? I've been traveling trying to, track down a couple of creatures that have pretty good bounties on them so far.
They owe me a lot of money.
I think you're at your word limit.
Yep.
I'm going to respond. We're in Port Royale. I'm a friend of Corvus. He sends his love. He misses you.
Hey, write a poem.
You write a poem.
I'm not wordy.
Well, you get over here. You can write in my book, or I mean, you can dictate it. Dictate it. Your fiance, man.
I'm no good at this sort of thing.
Until I finish the message, I mean, I can
How
hit
are
that
she
enter
your
button to
fiance
send
then
it,
if you're no
right?
good at this thing? Explain that one to me.
Explain yourself, Lucy. You've got some splaining
Lucy,
to do?
I'm home.
Not really.
Nobody's home in Thomas's head.
All right.
Hey.
So I would say
JK, LOL.
I would say Zephyrus, you end up deciding for him because you took too long. Arrows are blue. Sky bison are great. Will you find a few first mates?
That's pretty good.
Nice. I'll go with that. You did me some good justice there. Thanks.
Yep.
That's what I say.
Nice.
So she now knows Corvus and party are in Port Royale.
Yep, she'll respond with, it'll take me a couple days to get back. See you soon. Send my love to Corvus.
Do you read it as the words are appearing on my page? Corvus.
If Corvus is
Oh
looking
yeah,
over your shoulder.
definitely.
Okay, yeah. Then I don't need to communicate that to you, and I'll just magically wipe it off when you're done reading.
All right.
Are we going to be able to get her to come here? I mean, we're not anywhere close, and to my knowledge, we have about 10 days before the world is destroyed. Make that 9 or 8. How many days have we now spent in Port Royale?
Just the one.
Just less
One?
than one. Even less than 24 hours, I would say.
Okay, yeah. We got like 9 days left. I'll message Davril. Davril Levine.
Yep.
And I will ask Davril for an estimated time to destruction ETD.
ETD.
Okay. He's gonna say, yeah, about 9, maybe 10 days at most is about what's left.
Yeah, guys, it doesn't look very good. We need to kind of hurry this along a little bit. Corvus-san, it take several days to sail from where she is to where you are here, right? She in San Juan?
I think that's what I heard.
Couldn't Davril just get her and bring her here?
We could fly much faster than sail, but, you know,
Or
then
that one of
undead sea creatures would not attack us, and that wouldn't be fun.
I mean, you or me could fly there because we have flying mounts to
We
get
could
her and bring her
probably
back.
fly there in one night or day or whatever.
Yes.
Or just have her come this direction, and then, you know, you start sailing your way, and we'll start sailing ours, and we'll meet in the middle on that old Georgia line. Wait, no. We'll meet in the middle at Haiti. Or whatever it was
that
called
would
at the
work as
time.
well. I mean, we should also message King Caspian to see if he can lend an army.
Dude, y'all are keeping me busy with my... I'm not getting my book back out. Every time I put it down, you want me to pick it back up. All right, I'll message King Boomy. I mean, Caspian.
Well, after King Cassian, you might as well ask Boomy.
Boomy's dead.
Boomy's dead.
He's long dead.
You were thinking Aang probably for that one.
No.
Aang's son Boomy, maybe.
He wouldn't be a king though.
He would not be a king. And he's not even a bender. He's
He's probably only what,
like 10
6 or 7?
maybe. Yeah. 6 or 7. No, that's not the right person to ask for help here. I could ask my patron if he can move from the spirit world or if he's trapped there. About all I got, though.
I mean,
Momo can join us, and he lives in the spirit world, so, you know, why not? Maybe I just needed to cast Summon Greater Fey or something, and, you know, Sang is here.
I mean, Aslan's always with us.
Casey, is that what you would call it? I would have to cast something like Greater Fey.
Or have located him when you had the portal open.
Wish.
Not my fault. The portal was this big. I was getting attacked. I was really, really tempted to just do something
Or,
else.
you know, you do have the wish spell.
I wish I may. I wish I might. I'm not going to actually do that because you got to be really careful how you word things. And DMs can just destroy you with those.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So.
And I used my wish today already. I have to wait till tomorrow. I got
Well, I mean,
fingers.
I'm just saying you could use the wish spell when we get ready.
The greatest
to
use of
draft.
wish ever was to regenerate Steven's fingers. You're not
That
going to
was
argue with me.
I'm not. I think that was good.
That was great. I don't have that power.
So with
I don't either. It's my patron.
Corvus.
You're saying my patron is more powerful than Aslan?
I don't have the power. No, your patron's probably not more powerful than Aslan.
Uh-huh.
I just don't.
Then why can't you do this?
I don't get 7th level spells.
Therefore, Aslan isn't powerful enough for 7th level spells.
If I was to be a cleric like my sister, then I would be able to do that.
Oh,
Because
so
I
it's
chose
your
worry,
fault.
we'll ask
You're
Paul
just
for help, too.
inferior.
All right.
Clerics are more
You're not helping your
Healy.
case.
Paladins are more for combat.
Oh,
Knight-
so you could chop fingers off, but you can't grow them. I can do both, so that just makes me better.
So Corvus helps out with the soup kitchen, the barbecue for
The soup kitchen.
people of the city. And
It works. You can make soup.
And for once, Steven cooks like the best he has ever cooked. Apparently, the chopped fingers getting into the food was like an extra seasoning that wasn't supposed to be there. And now it's like he knows actually how to cook I would say, Corvus, you now can do, as time goes on, if you ever wanted to get profits from your store, there are profits there now.
Good to hear.
So
There weren't before.
There
was-
were, but it's been a couple years.
I mean, there were, but that was when he was there. Steven's cost and driving away business was.
There was a library next to his shop that kind of got wrecked last time we were here. Did it get wrecked again?
No, that one's still fine. It was the 2 shops down.
Sweet. I want to go there and read.
That they blew up.
I want to
No.
investigate the library.
All right, go ahead and roll an investigation check of the library.
Do we say anything to the King Caspian? Or does he get it? Does he respond?
Where should I meet you with my army?
We will have someone come pick you up.
Before I do, Thomas, can you come with me?
Sure. What
Can you do that thing where you touch me and ask Aslan to bless me?
I plop my armored hand on your shoulder.
Okay, so I'm going to get guidance. I'm going to spend 10 minutes before he casts guidance on me, and I'm going to do a detect magic ritual. Do I detect any magic in this room?
Let's go with yes.
And I will.
Is it on us?
Obviously.
Yes, it is.
Is there
on
other
them,
magic than us?
but
The
there's
staff in
other-
my hand is glowing very brightly.
But yes,
You
there
do
are
have to be careful.
I like where this is going, so I'm actually gonna say that you are able to see 5 books that are glowing.
Oh, we got those books again.
I don't need a roll investigation. I'm going to go grab those 5 books. Now, while I investigate the 5 books, may I roll an investigation on the books themselves now that I have them?
Sure.
Is there really a need? I mean, you said sure, like, why would you need to, dude?
I mean,
Hard to find.
to investigate what they are before you open them, yes.
Okay, or perhaps I can open them, but maybe to understand them, are you going to make me roll Arcana or something? I mean, is there a roll involved here?
There probably is, but I need to figure out. I was not expecting this, so give me like 5 or like 2 minutes to figure out what books you're getting.
Cool.
You could just give us those stat increase books again.
Yeah. I'm
That'd
already
be nice.
capped out with charisma.
They might know.
Some of us aren't.
Maybe I could like get plus to my strength and I could do the Iroh thing when he gets in prison and he just gets ripped.
That'd be kind of cool, actually.
Iroh ripped in prison is like the best of scenes.
Yep.
Wait,
But it's weird how they
Yeah.
don't portray him that after.
can a stat increase book increase above 20?
Yes.
No. Oh,
If you have certain books allow it. Not all of them.
I say somehow, and I'm pretty sure it's related to the campaign, my charisma's at 21.
It
So,
might be because of your.
one more charisma would be...
It always does it by 2, though, usually. I wouldn't mind getting some dexterity so I have actual positive to initiative. That'd be swell.
Alright. I'm making this as a list so that I write down what books I'm giving you. And let's do it this way because I don't want to keep rolling. Go ahead and each one of you roll a d20.
Is it some sort of check?
No, this is just to pick randomly what books you're getting because you got random books.
So I can't use inspiration to get like a advantage. It's not an advantage. It's just a random.
10.
It's just a random, yeah.
5.
Lucky number 13.
17.
Hold on, 5. You said 17?
Yes.
Did you get my 10?
And then, Thomas, what was yours?
13.
Okay. So I'm gonna have you. So what did you roll to be able to understand what they were? Zephyrus?
I. What was my role?
No, so you were looking at them to try to
I had to
understand
detect
it.
magic.
Right. What'd you do to try to understand the book? What was that one?
I haven't rolled. I figured you
Okay.
would probably ask me to roll like an Arcana check.
Yeah, let's do that.
I'm going to use my inspiration for this.
Okay.
And your D4.
Not great, guys. 9.
With a D4?
I got a 1 on the d4, a 7 on the dice, and a +1.
Even with
Arcana.
advantage?
Well, I got a natural 1 and a natural 7.
Okay.
Hold on. I might be able to help. What is it?
Can't just be a deception check or animal handling. I mean, books are basically animal
It's an
handling.
ability check, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And give me the owls. No.
No, I can give you another D4.
I mean, eh?
Technically, I roll the D4 and add it since I'm the one bending luck. So add 2.
11. Hooray.
11.
All right. So you're up to 11.
Doing everything I can, man.
All right. I'm gonna do this. You are able to understand 2 words out of the title of every book.
Okay. And those are.
So the first one.
Wait a second. I'm trying to read the titles, not understand the magic in the books.
No. This is gonna be to like discern from the title what the actual bonus that you're gonna get is.
I cast comprehend languages. I get a free use of that every day.
Okay. Then in that case, you know the entire title. Because you are able to figure that out much easier once you do that.
Sure, done. I use comprehend languages. I thought you were trying to get me to discern if I understand the magic of the book. No, the titles, yes.
Well, the
I'll-
titles
I'll-
is for the magic of the book. Because
I'll understand what the books are for sure. I'll be able to read it as long as it's a written language I can see.
yeah.
Now it's going to take me 1 minute to read each page of text, but okay.
So the first one's going to be the Manual of Quickness of Action.
Quickness of action.
Mm-hmm.
Haste?
So next one's going to be Manual of Golems.
Ooh, that sounds fun.
Next one is Manual of Bodily Health.
That could be fun too.
Fourth one is Tome of Understanding.
What was that?
Which one?
What did you say? Manual
Bodily
of what? After golems.
Bodily health.
Manual of Bodily Health.
Okay.
Fourth one's going to be the Tome of Understanding.
There's only 4.
No, there's 5.
Number 5.
Oh, right, 5 books.
And so the fifth one is going to be the Atlas of Endless Horizons.
Of endless what?
Horizons.
Teleportation? Question mark.
How much time do I get to figure out what these mean? Do I have to go off of the titles to understand what I think they do?
Yes.
Hmm.
I got to make some chance with it, you know.
I mean, can't I grab all 5 books and check them out of the library or buy them off of the library or something?
You can, yeah.
Or what does the library want? I don't live in town. I don't have a card. I know they probably don't do the card thing anyway.
Yeah, I would say you'd be able to buy it from them.
Okay, 5 books. How much does that cost to the library? Here, I'll give you 50 gold.
Done.
Like, that's a lot for books if they don't understand that they're magical.
Right? They don't think they're magical. So
That's an awful, awful lot of money for books. But, I'm taking pity on the town. I feel bad for them. They just got their town almost destroyed by 13 pirate ships. That's a huge number.
Yep.
All right, so I'm buying all 5 books and bringing them back. Maybe we'll get an investigation or something on them at some point. I don't have investigation, do I? I mean,
investigation.
What is it called?
Arcana?
No, identify.
Oh. I think I'm going We don't have identify.
Oh, no, I do have identify. I have it as a ritual. When I get 10 minutes per book, I suppose, I'll well, no, I can identify all of them. No, it's just one. All right, yeah, I mean, when I get 11 minutes, I'll just identify each one at a time. That'll take me, 50 minutes, no big deal. 55?
Can I convince the librarian to give me a lollipop, a dum-dum?
No, that's at Banks.
Roll persuasion.
Can we get a dum-dum for the dum-dum?
I'm a kid, right?
Roll persuasion with advantage.
Like I need the advantage. All right. Fine. With the advantage is 27.
She gives you 2 because you're such a special boy.
Oh.
I've taken a bath since yesterday.
Does anybody notice that everywhere I go, I hover?
No.
My feet don't touch the ground, and my cloak is billowing.
They just
I have a cloak.
assume they're magical items that, for some reason, billow randomly for no reason.
You're like Doctor Strange.
By the way, go ahead and also roll a d20, Sapphirus.
Sapphirus,
no bonuses.
D20. No bonuses. Straight no chaser. Got it. 15.
Does guidance help with that or no?
Oh, he said a straight roll.
Straight roll.
Guidance is bonuses. He said no bonuses, but it's a 15 straight. Or 16. No, it's 15.
All right. So, by the way, that is the tome that you got is a manual of flesh golems.
A manual of what? Flesh
Golems.
Flesh golems?
Yeah.
Yes.
As opposed to stone golems.
We're making Alexander
What
from
is
Elden
it?
Ring.
Okay, wait. How did I find the manual of flesh golems?
That was one of the
That's
books.
One of the books.
Okay, so I have 6 books?
No,
No,
that
you
was
had
one of
5.
the 5. Because you got a
It was
manual of
the
golems.
manual golems. It's a
But I
manual
was
of
rolling to
flesh
see which one you got, and it was the flesh one you got.
Okay.
Can we name the flesh golem we get out of it Tibbers?
No, it's not. It's not like it's not going to give you a golem by summoning it. It's
It's
the
how to
actual
build
manual on
one.
how to make one.
Oh. Fun.
Okay, so can I spend 55 minutes identifying these at some point in this weekend or whatever we're doing
I would say you can now.
before we get on the ship and move on?
Yeah, I'm going to say you go ahead and do that. And so the Manual of Quickness and Action is a +2 to Dex. Manual Flesh Golem is a golem creation book. Tells you exactly how to be able to make a flesh golem.
Corvus, you like dexterity, right?
I do.
I'll have you
Do
read
you
this.
need any
Oh.
dexterity?
I was going to suggest
I do.
dexterity for him.
He has like an 18, doesn't he? 20 would be great.
Hmm.
I have
Give it.
10.
Okay, the flesh golems, we'll figure that out. Bodily health, I'm guessing it's...
Bodily health is +2 to con.
Ooh,
Ooh, I wouldn't mind that.
who needs more con?
Everyone.
Everyone does do more con.
I legitimately could catch up to Elwyn's health if I had +2 to con. Okay, what's understanding?
So Tome of Understanding is +2 wisdom.
I legitimately feel like I should have more wisdom as the wise old man character.
Doesn't Keith
But-
use wisdom?
Thomas would use it for his spell casting. No, he uses charisma.
I use charisma as well.
He uses
Oh,
charisma.
we all use charisma?
characters, yeah. Straight up, yeah. Three charisma
Three
characters.
charisma characters.
What about for your saving throws, Andy?
Oh, what do I use? I think I use intelligence. Let me see.
You have a couple things with saving throws. With your blood magic-y
Yeah,
nonsense.
the blood curses.
I mean, a lot of my saving throws are wisdom
Hey,
saving.
you're just pretending he's even used blood curses once this campaign.
I've used
He
it a couple
has.
times.
Pretty much the
Usually-
majority of my
usually fail.
saving throws.
All right.
Okay, you've used it like 3 times, but you've never amplified one, have you?
I have amplified it, and it's always backfired.
Okay.
The issue I have with the curses is you choose to amplify before they save.
The Manual of Understand the Atlas of Endless Horizons. What does that end up doing?
So that one is it actually requires attunement by a wizard,
Oh yeah, we don't have one of those.
but
I
it can
could
be
cast
used as a
Alter
spell-
Self and make myself look like a wizard.
It is used as a spell casting focus. The book has 3 charges, which gets recharged. 1d3 is recharged at dawn. But you can, if you spend 1 minute studying the book, you can replace one of your wizard spells with one of the spells it has in the book. Or when you are hit by an attack, you can use a reaction to expend 1 charge to automatically teleport up to 10 feet in an unoccupied space you can see. And if your new position is out of range of the attack, it misses you.
Interesting. That's kind of fun.
I mean, you have to be a wizard though.
Yeah.
Yep. Well, it does unless you try to alter the requirements of the book through potentially a
Wish spell.
wish spell.
Or other means. Maybe.
Yeah.
Okay. I guess we can make decisions on who's going to end up doing what.
Assuming once these books are read, the use of the power that's in them is gone, other than maybe the Flesh Golem's book.
I think that, yeah, most books say it's a one-time use.
Yep. So I know you just post them, but I'm gonna post them as well with kind of what they do. And I think
Yeah,
that's
so
where
my spells and such are based on intelligence.
Still, dexterity, I think you could benefit from, and maybe Thomas Constitution. We'll figure that out. Wait, no,
Alright.
that's not. Yeah, that's Constitution, bodily health.
Yeah.
But yeah, and with that being said, I think that's where we're going to end it for tonight. So,
Ba-ba-da-bum.
that way
Follow,
they can,
subscribe, like, comment.
yeah, you know the drill. Do the things,
Things. All
share,
of the
have
things.
fun, and we'll catch you next time.
Can these books get you above 20 or no?
Yes, they can.
Okay.